Okay, now this is angle of incidence and this is angle of refraction. Now there is a Snell's law. Okay, Snell's law ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. So Snell's law ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳುದಂದ್ರೆ sin I divided by sin R is equal to constant. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, for example, whatever the angle that you incident here, ಆಯ್ತಾ, that angle exact ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ R ಕೂಡ change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The same R will also change. For example, I'll give you an example. For example, if you incident in this way, okay, so it will be refracted like this. And if you change the direction now, and so the refraction angle will also change. So what it means that the ratio sine of angle I divided by sine of angle R always remains constant, whatever it may be the angle. Okay, so this is Snell's law. So this you should remember. They will ask in exam. Okay, fine. Next thing, there are two types of medium. Okay, first is denser medium. Second one is rarer medium. Can you tell me what is denser medium? Okay, what do you mean by density? What do you mean by density? Density do meaning enta? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಯಾರಿಗೂ? Mass by object, no? Mass by volume, correct? Okay, but if any common man has to be understand andre, then for example, if there is one space, okay, so how much that space has been occupied is nothing but density. For example, if this is a space and this much is already occupied, okay, so it's called density. That is mass by volume. Okay, similarly here in this particular case, denser medium means atoms are closely packed. Okay, atoms are closely packed. But in rarer medium, denser medium, sorry, it is loosely packed. Atoms are loosely packed. Okay, so what happens is in denser medium, light will travel with decreased velocity. Andre for example, ಈಗ velocity 10 ಇದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗೋಕೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? Because light has to interact with all the atoms here, so that the velocity will be decreased. But in case of rarer medium, see, you know, the atoms are far away, so when light falls on this, automatically the velocity will not be decreased as compared to denser medium. Okay, so that's why denser medium and rarer medium are the two important things that you should remember. Okay, now I'll ask you question. First one, if you have water, okay, second one glass, can you tell me which one is the denser medium? Put it in the chat box. Which one is the denser medium? Good, Smriti. Good, Samantha. Good, Aditya. Wrong. Aditya, wrong. Abhiram, no. Okay. Pavan, no. Glass. Why? Because compared to glass, water is a rarer medium, but glass is a denser medium. Now, if I have glass and air, which one is a rarer medium? Glass and air. Which one is a rarer medium? Air, correct? Yes, perfect. Now, if I have glass and diamond, then Which one is the denser medium? Denser medium. Diamond. Correct? So, idishtu artha aitu nimge. Denser medium andrenu, rarer medium andrenu anta. Okay. Now, there is one more concept that you have to remember. Okay. When light falls on the body like this, if it moves from rarer medium to denser medium, okay, ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ ಇದು ಏರ್, ಇದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಆಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರೇರರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ, ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ರೇರರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಟು ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು, ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. Okay, and when light moves from denser medium to rarer medium, coming out of this, it will move away from the normal. Okay, so normal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈ ತರ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಹಾಕೋ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ಇದು ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಓದಿ ನೀವು, ಇದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಫೈನ್. There is one important concept you should be remembered, that is refractive index. Can you tell me what is refractive index? I think it's very difficult for you to ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕಷ್ಟ. I mean ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದು ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. So we can define this refractive index, n is equal to c by v. ಅಂದ್ರೆ for example, if you are incidenting light like this and it moves like this ಅಂತ ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ನಾನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ, as I'm using this graphic board. Okay, so ಈ ತರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ. So c is the velocity of the light in air divided by velocity of light inside the medium. Velocity of the light inside the medium v ಆಯ್ತಾ. c ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is air is the velocity. So do you know what is the velocity of light in air? So it is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Actually this is in vacuum. When it comes to air, it is 2.99 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the velocity of light ಆಯ್ತಾ. So refractive index ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. What do you mean by refractive index? In the sense, this is a measure. Index you know, right? It's a measure of velocity of light inside the medium. For example, if I write n like this, okay, if I calculate the value, then I'll get some value. So that represents the refractive index of this glass slab. Similarly, you have refractive index for diamond, air, water, glass, aluminium. For everything you have refractive index. So that says what is the velocity of light inside that material. For example, see here, n is inversely proportional to v, correct? N is inversely proportional to v. So if the refractive index is high, then what should be the velocity of the light inside the medium? Okay, good, Pawan. Uldaro? It is less, alva, because it is inversely proportional. So if n value is high, then automatically the value of v should be less, correct? So ada karana idu nenapidu. Now I will show you the table, aita. So from that table you have to tell me beta table ginta munche I'll clear this. We have air and diamond. Okay, so for air there is one refractive index. For example, it is 1. The refractive index is 1. and for diamond the refractive index is 2.3 something. Now tell me in which the velocity of light will be less. Good, Namrata. No. Pavana wrong. Swati wrong. No wrong. It is diamond. Okay. Because n is inversely proportional to v. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. N is inversely proportional to v. Correct. So if n value is higher, then v value should be less, alva. So that means what happens? Air value is 1, diamond value is 2.3. So automatically the v should be less in diamond. That is very important. Okay, you should remember. Fine. So this is here ends with the refractive index. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. It is lens. So there are two types of lenses again. One is concave and one more is convex. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ concave ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, for example, if you have a concave lens like this, concave mirror, ಅದನ್ನ ಎರಡನ್ನ ಈ ತರ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get concave lens. So this is concave lens. Similarly convex ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So ಅದೇ ತರ ಫೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೀಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ so this will be convex lens. Okay, now look at the surface of this. So if you incident parallel light like this, so what happens? So it will diverge like this. So that's why concave lens is called as a diverging lens. Remember, in case of concave mirror, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So it's actually converging. So it's a converging mirror, but lens ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು diverging ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, the reverse. In case of convex lens, if you apply parallel light like this, okay, so it will meet at one point like this. That is focus, alva, and hence this is called converging lens. See, in exams, sometimes they will ask, or yellow ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, it's a concave lens or convex lens, and they will not mention. They will only tell diverging lens or converging lens. Then you should understand whether it's a concave lens or convex lens, and that you have to decide. Okay, so these are the two important things. Fine. Now, see, in concave lens we have like this. We have like this. If you extend this, what happens? You will get circle. Similarly, if you extend here, you will get a circle. So what it says, you have two centers. Okay, you have two centers. So center of curvature 1, center of curvature 2, or radius of curvature 1. Okay, and similarly here focus 1 and this is focus 2. Okay, so idರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, if this is a lens like this, okay, we mention it as capital F1 and CA1 anna we represent as 2F1, because you know that C or R is nothing but 2F alva, that we have discussed yesterday. So this is how we represent. Similarly here we have F2 of this side circle, so and we have 2F2. Okay, similarly convex lens, okay, we have 2F1 and F1, and here we have F2 and here to f2. Did you understand how to write this? Artha aita? Okay, fine. Next everything remains same, right? For example, if this is a x-axis, y-axis, so if the focus this side, okay, then it is positive. If this is negative side, and idella positive and idella negative. So idu ನೆನಪಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ changes ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇದು last time we have studied for this one, right? ಯಾವುದು? For mirror, we have studied, right, sign convention. In the same way, we have same sign convention. There is no change. Okay, fine. Now I will share you the textbook. Okay, just give me a minute. I will be sharing it. It's loading. Sorry. Look at this table. So that's what I was discussing. Okay, see the air 1.103. See the diamond 2.42. All other rock salt, carbon sulfide, ruby, and this one. Okay, so you have no. This is just table value. Nothing to be remembered, but you can understand here. See, air is 1 and diamond is 2.42. That says diamond is highly denser compared to air. Or you can take ruby here. So air and ruby. Then ruby is denser compared to air, like that. Okay, yeah, fine. So this is a lens. So that's what I said. Now observe here. For example, if you have a convex lens like this, okay, see what happens. All light will be focused at one point here. So then the focal length of the concave lens is, convex lens is positive. Where all these lights will meet, that point is a focal length. Okay, so here focal length is positive because this is this side. Similarly, if you take concave, what happens? So light all diverge like this, correct? So if you extend this, then you get focal point here. So that for concave lens, the focal length is negative. Okay, you should remember this because see, we have two focus here. One is here, one is here. But which one to take? Only the lines where we meet up. The lines where they meet up, that point is called principal focus. Okay, so that's why for convex it is positive, and for concave it is negative. Okay, so this has to be remembered. Now let's see how to draw diagram. Okay, in the last three important things. First, if you have a convex lens like this, and if you apply parallel to the surface like this, then it will go through F2. The light will pass through F2. Sorry, F2. Okay. Similarly, if you take one more condition like this, okay, if you pass at F1, okay, if you pass light at F1, so it will go like this. Okay, see, they have shown here. They have shown here, see. Next one, if you pass at the center of the lens, so it will reflect back in the same direction. Okay, so these are the three things that you should remember in order to draw the ray diagram. First one, the first one you have to apply. When you apply like this, so it will go through F1. Second, sorry, F2, F2. Second one, when you incident light at F1, then it will move in this direction. And when you incident light at the center of the lens, then it will reflect back in the same direction. This is in case of convex lens. Now let's see what about concave lens. See here, in concave lens, if you incident light at this particular point like this, okay, so it will move like this. Similarly, okay, Andre, so I have already told you this is a diverging lens, this never converges. So if you extend like this, so it will come at F1. Okay, that's one thing. Next one, see, if you incident light F2 like this, okay, actually you're not exactly incidenting to F2, but in that direction, then it will go in this way. Okay, and center it is same. But concave lens is not important, but convex is very, very important. Okay, so let's draw the ray diagram. First one, observe here, we are keeping candle at infinite distance. So all lights will come parallel to this, and it will go in this way and meet at F2. Okay, so this is one case. So you can see a point-sized image of the candle, same like mirror. Now you're keeping candle bit away from 2F1. Okay, you're keeping candle here. Now what happens? We have to take two rays. When these two rays meet each other, then we take up as a tip of the candle. For example, two light rays come. One is this, and you know that it will pass through F2, correct? And if you have to take one more as center. Also, you can take F1. Anything is fine, but you have to take only two. Okay. If you take this, then what happens? These two lines will meet up here. See, when you are doing in the exam, what you can do is take 10 centimeter like this. Okay. Exactly at 5 centimeter, you place the lens. Okay. Then at 2.5, you can make F1, and this is 2F1. Okay. Similarly, at 2.5, it is 2F1. So this is 0. This is 2.5. This is 5. This is 7.5. This is 10. Okay. So if you do like this, then exactly you will get exact answer like this. Okay. So if you keep candle here, then it goes like this and like this, and one more is the center. So you will get exactly. Okay, so ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. So that's why you have to take exact distance, because see, the distance between these all are same alwa. If there is any mistake, if you take in random way, then you will not get exactly. Okay, fine. So this is one case. Next here, you are keeping exactly about 2f. Okay, so you will have two rays, so one will go in this way and one goes through f2 like this. Okay, and one more ray goes like this and reflect back, so these two lines meet here, so that you will have like this. Okay, so idu innondu. One more, you're keeping candle between 2f1 and f1. Okay, now what happens? So it will, one light will go through f2 and one more is o, so that ee tara barutte. Now observe here, in this particular case, candle size dodudide but image size has been reduced. In this case, the size is same, there is no change. But in this case, you can see that it has been enlarged. Size has been enlarged. Correct, Allah? The size has been enlarged. Okay. Now the last, there are two more options. One, you are keeping at f1. You are keeping candle at f1, and you will be having two light rays. Will go like this. So idu ನೀವು scale ತಕೊಂಡು correct ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get exact parallel lines. Okay, so these will never meet each other, these two lines. Okay, next, you're keeping between f1 and the center of the lens, so it is one more is center. So what happens now? So both will meet at the other point and you are extending it. So what it means? It means virtual. I have told you that virtual when you extend a line like this. So it's a virtual image and it's a erect because it's in the up position like this. Okay, so these 5 points, five ray diagrams are very, very, very important. They might ask anyone. Okay, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ ಕೇಳೋದು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನಲ್ವಾ. So write a ray diagram for the candle kept between 2f and f1. So then you have to do this. Okay, so okay, fine. Yes, this is a concave, easy one. So like this and meet at one point. So one more is like this and meet at this point. Okay, so it's not that much important, but here they have kept it infinite distance so that all lights will be diverged like this, and at f1 it will focus. But what in case of here, we have kept between 2f1 and f1, the candle has been kept, so there are two lines to be, one is parallel like this and one more at center. So but it will not meet exactly, but we are extending it so that it will get here. Okay, so it's a virtual image. So idರಲ್ಲಿ we have a table here. See, at infinity. So at infinity, what happens? Focus f2 and highly diminished point size image, real and inverted. Beyond 2f1, so you will get diminished image, real and inverted. At 2f1, same size of the image, real and inverted. Between f1 and 2f1, enlarged image, real and inverted. At focus f1, at infinity, infinitely large, real and inverted. Between focus f1 and optical center, enlarged image but virtual and erect. So this is how they have we are writing it. Okay, so examine the nature of the image anta kelidre you should be able to write it. Okay, next formula, it's lens formula. See, we have discussed mirror formula, right? In mirror formula we have written at 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. But here, the lens formula can be given by 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Plus illa. Next, we have magnification. M is equal to v by u. So, alli plus ittu, sorry, minus ittu. So, illi minus illa. So, this is a magnification formula. Okay, lens formula 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u, and m is equal to v by u. Okay, so idu very important. Okay, you should remember. So confusion agod beda nodi, lens alli ಮತ್ತೆ mirror alli opposite irutte. Mirror alli 1 by v plus 1 by u, so that magnification ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it is minus v by u ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದೆ ಕಾರಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣ it is b plus. So this is a formula. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next one. Problem ಮಾಡುವ. Power of the lens. Power of the lens. For example, you might be using specs, or maybe your friends or relatives might use lens. What is this? How to measure? See, sometimes your friend or your relative might say, my glass power is plus 0.5 or minus 0.5. What does it mean? So that means, see, power of the lens can be given by P is equal to 1 by f. Okay, where f is a focal length. Now tell me, if P is negative, okay, if P is negative, can you tell me which lens we have used? P is negative ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ f negative ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. f ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಯಾವ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ f is negative?
Concave.
Very good. So concave. ಉಳ್ದವರು because concave ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಕಾನ್ಕೇವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಯಾವತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್, if the power of the lens is negative, okay, then you can conclude that they are using concave lens. Okay, if the power of the lens is positive, then they are using convex lens, because focal length of the convex lens is positive. Okay, so this is how you can differentiate between power of the lenses. Okay, fine. So I will end here now. Okay, in next